For families and friends, a wall of heartbreak. The faces of some of the 199 or more civilians kidnapped and taken into Gaza hang outside Israel's Defense Ministry headquarters as a reminder they're still missing. Among the kidnapped are young children and older adults. The families of the hostages have banded together to pressure the government to bring their relatives home.
They took his wife, my aunt, Adina Moshe, 70 years old. She's sick. They took it out of the windows. And then we didn't know what happened to her until hours later we get from many people that show us the movie that's here between two terrorists, cruel terrorists who killed her husband, and they took her on a motorcycle to Gaza Strip.
The families say that for more than a week, no representative for the government has met with them. But private Israelis sprang into action. They call it the War Room for the Missing, and they opened it at the Tel Aviv Expo Center. Here, hundreds of volunteers look online for any shred of evidence about the fate of the hostages. Until the war started, many were members of a group called Brothers in Arms, one of the organizations behind 9 months of mass protests against the Israeli government's planned judicial overhaul. Now the group has turned its attention to finding the hostages.
Israeli citizens from all kinds of different sectors, from technology, from interrogation, from intelligence, from social networks, are gathered here to try to create a full image of what's going on.
Nahon, an information systems professor at Reichman University, says information they've gathered leads them to believe that more than 100 of the hostages are still alive. She sends the information found by her volunteers to the Israeli security services.
We found a lot of information about people in social media. Some cases we understand that they were murdered, and then it's our job to update that we got new data. In other cases we see that they're alive, and we see them write online that they survived the event and what they're doing at the moment. And in other cases we bring it to further research if we don't have enough data.
He says the public's response makes him proud of his country. Citizens have supplied food to soldiers, helped tens of thousands of Israelis displaced from their homes near Gaza, and provided psychological help for those dealing with trauma.
When you see people just gather around and do whatever needs to be done at the moment to be strong and to win this situation, for me this is my greatest source for being optimistic.
Israel is poised for a ground invasion of Gaza, but many Israelis say that getting the hostages back is their first priority. Linda Gradstein, VOA News, Tel Aviv.